Yo, what's good, YouTubes? This is your boy in the NYC. It's me, Ray, and this is the EDCCP. That's the Everyday City Carry podcast. That's right, guys. We're doing a PP, another PP. Yeah, man. So, got a couple of things to discuss with you guys. You know, bit of the community stuff that we always do. I've got the CRKT Clever Girl giveaway with the Civivi McKenna. If you haven't entered into it, enter in. I'm going to put the link in the description. And yeah, man, I did that for Twitter. I did that for YouTube. And let's just see who gets it. I wish I got it because I've never actually handled the CRKT Clever Girl. That is being donated by Zach from Zach Stuff. Let me take it a swig of the cough. What's crazy is I actually uploaded episode 12 of the podcast just now. So I'm kind of worried that like I'll get a bunch of comments while I'm doing the knife news thing, you know? Yeah, man, I've been feeling kind of burnt out actually. Just creatively, man. Sometimes as a creator, you hit those things, you know, you kind of just, you hit these sort of slumps, you know, where you're like, oh man, I'm making so much content sometimes, but then something pulls you back into it, you know. I just listened to some tunes and I was fine. I think I was just consuming too much other shit. I was watching a lot of anime, watching a lot of shows, and making a lot of content, you know, on TikTok, Twitter, all this stuff, YouTube, Instagram. I decided to take some time out to like just, you know, be in the moment for a little bit. And that really helped out yesterday. So now I'm fired up. Fired up, guys. Fire it up. It's like that. It's like in the movie The Crow. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. That is my favorite movie of all time, actually, with Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son. The Crow. It's got everything in it. It's got action, it's macabre, dark, horror, kind of, you know, got romance, and just the dude is badass. Fire it up. 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 Anyway, I watched Cedric and Ada Outdoors recently, which is funny that Pete hasn't been showing up. I'm sure you guys follow his channel, man. Pete is one of the biggest names in our EDC community, folding knife community. He's just makes cool videos, man. Definitely one of my inspirations when, you know, I think about the channel and stuff. And I watched his review of the Alliance Designs Jasmine. And yeah, it's too much. 300, you know, it's too much. That is designed by Ray Laconico. Go check that out, by the way. But the reason why I bring it up is because that inspired me, man. You know, I was kind of like wondering what review I should do next. It's definitely going to be on the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, the special one with the silver twill scales. And I was like, man, this is what goes on inside my head as a, you know, content creator. Let me take another swig of the cough for this one. This is what goes on inside my head. I'm always like, do people really want to hear my thoughts on this knife that everyone's reviewed already? You know? It's a paramilitary too. What am I going to say about it, right? But, you know, I think you guys are just here because I showcase it differently. That's probably what it is. It's like when I talk about knives, it's just like, hey, this is a good knife. It's good for NYC and Feesh Posch. You should get it, right? I don't think people are here to necessarily hear me break down knives, you know? Yeah, I want my channel to feel more like a hang for people, man. And I want this podcast to be a place where other knife reviewers can come on and we can just talk about anything. with Zach stuff when we came on, it was very knife heavy. I did enjoy that. I do enjoy talking about knives a lot, especially when someone comes on and knows a lot about them, has a lot of cool stuff I've never seen. I love that, man. But I don't know, next week, I was talking to Mr. Old Man, who I feel like in my circle of the folding knife and EDC community, a lot of people don't know about him. I don't know why. He's got like over 20,000 subs on YouTube, but that just goes to show you how many people there are in the world, how many people are on YouTube, that there are people that have that many subscribers that we don't know about. I like this guy's stuff a lot. He does a lot of different stuff, kind of like in the vein of like the direction that I take when it comes to knife reviewing, showing you cool shots. I do a vlog. He does sort of a similar thing. And, you know, he's got one of those sort of personalities that stand out, man, which, you know, is a testament to his channel and why he's got that many subs. But yeah, I was talking to him on Instagram, and we've been trying to do a podcast together. So I think next week we're going to do one. Crossing fingers, hope we do that, because I don't know him that well. He's not like JT, which I talked to a few times, a message here and there on Instagram. You know, we talk about something on his stories and on mine. I don't have as many interactions with Mr. Old Man, but that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be a good podcast. So that's going to be for episode 13 too. I think he's going to love that. But yeah, that's just the thing, man. I was feeling burnt out, and, you know, I'm basically coming back for you guys. I was talking with Kelly actually about this, because she is working at Equinox right now. And, you know, what happens when you're a personal trainer is you work a lot of hours, dude. You work a lot of hours. You're going to a bunch of classes. You're learning all this stuff. And, you know, I could tell that for this week especially, she's got like a 7-day week where even though she would normally have off one of the days of the weekend, she's taking classes for like Olympic strength training, because that would really help her, you know, with knowledge. The more knowledge you have as a personal trainer, like, the better, you know. So she's taking that class, and yeah, I could tell she was feeling burnt out, dude, you know. And I was sort of in a similar position. At this point right now, it's like she's in a probationary period to get to that point where you're making bank, right? And yeah, I could just tell, and you know, we started talking. I was like, listen, man, you don't know, like with me and creating content, you don't know which video is gonna pop, you know. It's like I do these podcasts, and some of them get a ton of viewership, some of them don't. Then I do like a stupid video, not stupid, but like I'll do like a funny video with Frankie and Robbie on TikTok, and I have like 1,000 views, yo, and like 300 likes. It's crazy. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to TikTok, yo, because TikTok is a funny place, man. Being on it for a little bit, I spent some time on it because the reach is different. For all you channel, you know, YouTube channel creators, content creators with your own channels, think about getting on it, man, because the numbers are really freaky. All right, I did a video with how Frankie and Robbie, my two cats, are polar opposites, and you know, Robbie will let you play with him no matter what. I mean, you could spin this guy around on the floor like a clock, and he doesn't care. He just wants to be with his humans. But Frankie, you know, if you rub him the wrong way, he'll literally bite you. And I think that's one of the favorite things. One of the things that are the favorite on my TikTok for people to watch is for me, like, trying, you know, getting bit by Frankie. Even though Frankie's a sweetheart, you know, during certain times of the day. But yeah, man, that thing, I posted it, and then like, I don't know, a few minutes later, it had like 1,000 views, had like, you know, over 200 likes. Like, it's crazy the way it works, you know. Just like Instagram works differently, just like YouTube works differently, Twitter. And that's honestly, that's probably my biggest hobby right now. You know, I think EDC and folding knives probably come second to that. Is I like to see how different people react to my content on different mediums, you know. Don't get worried though, because I don't think I'll ever be out of the EDC folding knife space. I just don't think so, man. I like it too much. Yesterday it was funny. I was flipping the paramilitary 2. I'm carrying that to work right now. Bob B, don't worry, I'm taking care of it. I bring the case and everything, or I put it in a Ziploc bag when I carry it. And I was just Spidey flicking this thing and just loving the compression lock. And somebody at the shop was like, you gonna use that thing on somebody? And I was like, no. I use this thing on cardboard boxes or paper, man. You know, that's about it. And I was like explaining that I just like the way that it feels when you flick this thing open, when it drop shuts, the way it looks. I admire it. You know, it's really odd, right? Isn't it really odd to explain our hobby to people? They always divert to, you know, are you gonna hurt somebody with that? And I'm gonna be like, do you hurt somebody with a steak knife or a butter knife, or do you use it for certain things? You know. It's funny, you know, like that. But yeah, back to Kelly, you know, she's feeling kind of burnt out. And I was just telling her, like, you just don't know which client that you get, which person you email or like follow up with is going to be that person. You know, if you've emailed 500 people and 20 of those people sign up with you, it's worth it, isn't it? You know? And I've been trying to put up more content on everything right now, because I don't know. I'm not making any money off this channel whatsoever, at all. I don't even have monetization on, so I'm not getting $11-15 a month or whatever it is. I probably could get that right now. I don't have any affiliate links with Amazon or GearBest or anything like that. The only reward I get from creating content is the interaction right now, you know, and that's what really, it's kind of like therapy, which is weird. Yo, I shouldn't say that. People are gonna take this out of context and take a clip. Oh, EDC channel creator thinks YouTube is therapy. Why did I just sound like Bane all of a sudden? You were born with the knives, right? What does he say? You merely adopted the knives. I was born in it. Oh, man. I just went on a ramble there. I miss doing that, though, man. You know, one of the things I noticed in the past 2 podcasts, I was like, man, I kind of like miss just being off the cuff with it. You know, I have the 3 sections. The way I bullet point it out is knife stuff, gram worthy, and an I'm head out. And I feel like I was looking at the bullet points too much, yo. You know, a lot of the podcasts that I watch, they don't do this bullet point shit. But the reason why I do it with this one is because, you know, we got stuff to talk about, bro. You know, knives and all that. But you know what? I think my ride or die homies, sub to this channel, just gonna listen to whatever it is we talk about. Let's see what else I got on here now. Now we're gonna check. Bro. And so we are gonna do. I've never done this before. Oh no, we gotta do knife news. Yeah, I think there's the awards thing is on knife news right now, actually. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna turn on the recording. We're gonna go to Chrome. Knife news. Yeah. I don't know why it's not popping up automatically. That doesn't make me happy, dude. All right, so knife news. What do we got going on here? Kershaw D2 Emerson models voted best knife upgrade for 2019. Let's see why that is. The Kershaw D2 Emerson models are the Knife News reader's choice for best knife upgrade of 2019. Kershaw's move to everyone's favorite budget-friendly, hard-working semi-stainless came out on top against two competitors, the Benchmade 1 proper models and the James brand's upgrade to the Chapter flagship. I didn't know that the Kershaw Emerson was like one of the favorite knives for people. I've never even tried that. Let me see what the upgrades are though. Perhaps the most longed for change on these knives was a steel upgrade. Kershaw's ATR13 MOV is serviceable but outdated. Shout out to ATR13 MOV. You know? Let's see. Yep, you definitely could notice the edge retention, but what are they going to use? So it's using your CQC 6K for simpler tasks. You're sure to notice the extra edge retention compared to the ACR13 MOV model. So it got a D2 upgrade, it seems. I wonder how much that is, man. I got to check that out. Maybe I'll flash it on screen here because that's interesting. Maybe I should check that out. Let's go to the next one. That's a fixed blade. Man, it's all awards right now. I'm just going to read these out. I'm not going to look too into the fixed blade stuff because I'm not that into it. The SEAGK voted Best New Outdoors Fixed Blade. The Ferrum Forge Lackey voted Best New Fixed Blade for EDC. And the Spyderco Respect voted Best New Tactical Fixed Blade of 2019. Huh. And there's still voting going on. Not really a bunch of news. So next week we're gonna look into more awards then. Let me turn this off. I think I have to do something else. Oh, I want to talk about take a knife, give a knife. Or is it give a knife, take a knife? GKTK. Yeah. Give a knife, take away. That's how you know I'm crazy right now. Give a knife, take a knife. This was organized by JT's Knife Life, the homie. Shout out to JT's Knife Life for organizing this. There are so many people involved this time. All right, there's a bunch of people involved. The latest one that I watch is geared toward gear. I actually wasn't subbed to this guy. I know about him. And I thought I was subbed, but it's just funny that, I wasn't, I wasn't subbed to him. And I watched his Give a Knife, Take a Knife, video. And it was good, man. It was great. He made some good choices. I think he took an HK knife. I think it was the Pika 2. And then he put in a Kubi knife that looked really sick, man. Slim kind of reminded me of the ZT 0450, or is it 0452? I think it's the 0450 CF, because it has CF too, but this is a much, less expensive knife, because I think Kubi is a little more budget, right? I've never had a Kubi knife before. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I think I don't know if they were knockoffs or they were just like considered cheap knives, but I think they ramped up their quality, and I've been hearing a lot more stuff about them. There's a lot of these like budget brands out now, dude. And so I'm excited for that. The Give a Knife, Take a Knife, man. I have to go through my entire collection to see what I'm going to use for that, yo. I was thinking about giving in the puffin, but I was like, who the fuck wants a puffin? Shout out to QSP Puffin, yo.
Yo, all you feed me is puffins.
What I'm gonna do this time for Gramworthy, you guys all like Gramworthy, right? We're doing another first time thing. I'm gonna do a live Gramworthy. I actually didn't have a lot of stuff on it. So let us do that. Let me get the minimal recording. Go to the gram. All right. Got Creamy Green Tree right on top there. Let's look at what JT is doing right now. She is checking out. It's on JT's Knife Life stories right now. He's got that. It says FB knife made by Ganzo, FH71. He's got 2 of them. Huh. Interesting. Oh, it's the FH41 and the FH71. I wonder what he's doing. JT's always up to something, with his videos. Yeah. It's kind of cool to follow this guy. If you haven't, you should. The update on the Give a Knife, Take a Knife, it seems, is that it's going to Stasa next. So that's always cool, man. You know what I hate about YouTube, yo, is like, I just want all of the guys that I subscribe to on my feed, because I check the feed more than my subscription. And yeah, I don't like that I can't. Like, I haven't seen a Cedric and Ada video on my feed for like months, bro. And I used to watch them like every week, and it showed up today for some reason. So maybe that's what's happening to me. I'm not being suggested as much because I know that my viewership is lower. I don't know if it's the podcast, because my reviews like hit pretty hard, but the podcasts don't hit as hard. Sometimes they do, but you know what? We don't give a fuck on EDCC. We're going to keep doing the podcast and the reviews. We're going to do all of it. Let's see what else I got on the gram. Kimmy Greentree is Adam Greentree's wife. They are bow hunters in Australia. That's why I follow them. They're like, Ray, why do you follow bow hunters, bro? You don't bow hunt. Well, maybe I want to. Maybe I want to get into hunting. I don't know. Just because I live in the city don't mean that I don't like it. What is this thing? Oh, I see Dolby 3. Is that what is that? Factor knives, man. Oh, damn, that looks so cool. What is that, dude? That looks so dope. It says X Factor knives, and it's like, at first I thought it was the EWC, but it's a front flipper, kind of geometric like. That looks dope. Good on you, bro. Got a Boss Logic Star Wars thing. I don't know. Let's keep going. Keybar has let's look at Keybar for a second, man. I don't have a Keybar, but they have been putting out some pretty cool content recently, and I kind of want one, yo. I kind of want one. They have like, I'm looking at this right now, and it's just a dude. He has a special one. It says it's the, let's see. I don't know. It's a Keybar. It's probably made in the US. Look, he puts it in his watch pocket. Holds your keys. Holds a bunch of stuff. They have a bunch of inserts. Yeah, I've been liking their stuff, and you can anodize it. Looks pretty cool. I've never had one. Wow, that looks sick, dude. Aluminum Slayer Keybar. Wow, $45. Man, I need money, guys. Monsters Clubs. What is this? Oh snap! It's Kakashi. What? This is sick. It's Kakashi breakdancing. What, dude? Wow, that's amazing. What's the next one? What? Yo, this is crazy. That's Itachi from Naruto, and he's breakdancing, and then he becomes an anime, and then he becomes a guy. Whoa. Here's the next one. Oh, it's Minato as Naruto's dad. People that don't watch anime are probably like, what is Ray talking about right now? Just watch the video, you'll understand. Whoa, that's awesome. Man, I like this live Gramworthy thing. Let me know if you guys like this, because what ends up happening is, like, since I've been checking out TikTok a lot, I haven't really been on Instagram as much, except to post. These sponsored ads are weird, yo. So proud. Inspirational quote, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Let's check this out. What is this? More Merry and Bright with $1,000 worth of SMKW gift cards. Congratulations. What? People are getting free gift cards. Damn, dude. Can you imagine winning that? Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Shout out to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, by the way. You guys ship to me in New York City, so I'm going to give you a fist bump on that. Amazon, not a lot of sellers do it. Blade HQ, they tell me who you, bro, when I order from them. GP Knives, not so nice to your boy in New York City. But Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Power Cutlery, some of the smaller shops, they ship to me, They ship to me, and we give you guys that pound, Let's see what else we got here. Microtech knives. Look at that. Yo, I love boots, bro. Kelly was like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, get me boots, from Thursday Boot Company. But yeah, what I'm looking at right now is a Microtech. They've got an OTF on top of these brown boots right here. Keeping it classy. Marfione Custom Combat Trudon. I can't have OTFs, man, so I just kind of admire from afar. That is from Microtech Knives. I saw this earlier in the morning when I woke up. One thing I did today was when my alarm went off on my phone, I woke up and I didn't look on my phone right away. I just turned it off and I got up because I don't know where I heard this. I think I heard it on Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer's podcast. It's pretty funny. It's called Two Bears, One Cave. It's hilarious. But Bert was talking about, try not to look at your phone right away so that your day starts out, you're not reactive right away, because that can spring up anxiety. So I woke up and I did that, drank my coffee, was just kind of in the moment, talking to my cats and shit, being crazy. And it felt better, because normally I'd get up, turn my alarm off, you're like scrolling, I have so many notifications already from different tweets, TikTok, like everything. And I think that was kind of what got me burnt out. But after I drank the coffee, I did see this Sinkovich design, and it says mirrored number 2. And just shows you the inner workings of these scales, man. Sinkovich, probably my favorite knife designer still. Nerdism EDC. Now, this is a person that I follow. I'm sure a lot of you guys do. Beautiful groupings, Beautiful groupings of EDC stuff. Let's check out his stuff right here. Jeez, dude. It's like, how much money do you have? Nerdism EDC, bro. That's, got that Scrooge McDuck, bro. Look at that. I'm looking at a Victorinox Swiss Army right now, and it's got a Boba Fett scale on it, dude. And he's carrying this on maybe that's a Notes. Got a watch there. Damn, bro. He's got 6 Zippos, coins, a nice little leather sheath. Got some Victorinox A-locks right there in red. Psh, what is that even? Let's see. Does he write down what it is? I don't know. It doesn't really show, though. That's one of the things I don't like. This one right here. I've seen this picture before. It's got, I think that's an Olight flashlight. Don't know what knife that is. That's a Victorinox A-lock. It's got a sick pen, a green leather, I'm gonna guess like a Field Notes holder. But his Zippo, it says Nicotine Boy on it. It looks like an old school classic Game Boy as the shell for the Zippo. That is sick, dude. That is sick, man. Yeah, this guy, I don't know if he's just like a rich dude or whatever, but shout out to you, Nerdism EDC, for making me foam drool at the mouth and shit, like all your posts. Let's see what else I got. That's an ad. CRKT. It's day 6 of 12 days. CRKT M16. I had an M16 once from CRKT. I didn't like it, man. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. Got the Cybertruck. What else we got going on? An ad. Daily Carry Solutions posted. Thank God it's Friday. This guy called out to me this morning. The Texel. Oh, I think he won this in the Apex Pass Run group. Looks like a pretty cool knife, though. I like the pop of color with the lanyard hole. It's red, and it's a nice contrast to the black G10. I've never tried the best Texel. Looks pretty cool, though. KM Metalworks with this freaking crazy lighter right here. It looks like a steampunk Zippo shell with a watch. Let's do another cool one. I've got an ad, giant mouse knives. Let's do, what is that? So Gunshocks 1. Dude, That is a sick picture, yo. Friday favorites, it says, and it's a Gavco and a Phoibos. I think that's a watch, and that pen is fire, bro. So the last thing we're gonna do for this live Gramworthy, it's a jklm.ohio reposted a Shadowborn Hanks picture here. It looks like an EDC sheath. You know what? Support Shadowborn Hanks. It's at Shadowborn sorry man, fuck dude, at shadow_born_Hanks. Support him. He's got some stuff going on. I think his son got into an accident, so if you guys can buy some Hanks, that'd be great. You know, it'll help him out a lot and his family, man. You know, people in the community, we always helping each other, bro. Always helping each other no matter what, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I think we're done with the live Gramworthy. All right. Damn, my back is hurting hard from this. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit hurt. Let us stop that. And man, I've been rambling a lot on this podcast, but it feels good, yo. It feels like I'm just hanging out with my homies. Let us see what I've got going on next, though. So this is everyone's favorite segment. I'ma head out. And this week, yo, I got some more Subway stories for you guys. These Subway stories are real, okay? If you spend even a week in New York City and take the MTA, you know, the New York City transit system, all right, the subway, you'll know that I'm not lying, because things can just pop off at any time, all right? And especially in the mornings when it's crowded, and even at night, it's definitely late at night, things can happen. It's more sketchy. But the first thing I got on here, it's a smelly train, all right? So one tip for you guys, when you're in New York City and it's a crowded, well, it's during a rush hour, the busy hour of the morning where people working in offices are trying to get to the city. If you are in that time frame and you're on the subway and then you see the train, it's going to stop. Every car is packed. But that one car, for some reason, the one that always stops in front of you, is empty. I'm going to give you a tip right now. There's probably a homeless person in there that smells really bad. All right? That's usually how it works. So when I see an empty car and no one's in it, I usually go in to peep and see like what's going on. And this time, bro, dude, that stench lingered on, bro. I went in there and there was one guy in there. Dude, it's like you could see the pungent aura like emanating from this guy, you know? Like as if he was from Dragon Ball Z. It's like... flames coming out, bro. You could just see it. And of course I went in. I go in like, and then just hop right back out and go to the next train, man. That's what a lot of people did, actually. That's what a lot of people did. And it's funny because I went to the next stop, you know, of course, right? And like every other person who tried to go in that car at the next stop went into my car. So my car was just getting packed, bro. And every new person coming in smelled a little bit like that guy. That's how strong the smell was, yo. And people were dreading the doors opening, and like it would go in a almost like a Yui, bro. Like from the car before, this is our car, this is where the guy is sitting alone. The smell, as soon as the doors would open, it would go and then go into our car, yo. It's so bad. Yeah, when I got off at my stop, here's the craziest thing about it, okay? When I got off at my stop, I saw people sitting in there with him, yo. I saw people sitting in there with the Reek. The Reek. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude from Game of Thrones, Reek. And they were just like this the whole time. And I was like, yo, that's not enough, yo. That's not enough, man. That's not enough to protect you from that. You're going to have that smell on you for like 2 weeks, bro. Or at least in your brain, man. You're going to be smelling everywhere. That was crazy, man. I couldn't believe that. Well, I mean, I could believe it. What am I talking about? So on one of my rides to work, it's always like, you know, on my ride to work usually. I would say the craziest stuff happened 70% is on the way to work. Funny stuff happens maybe 30% going back home. There was a dude, so I never sit down, okay? I never sit down. It's the only way I get my legs worked out is I don't sit on the train. I run up every stairs that I come across. And Kelly hates this, yo. But yeah, I do that all the time. That's the only way, you know, keep my cardio up, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just kind of leaning back, you know, in the train. And this dude comes in and he's wearing like an FDNY jacket, you know, fire department. And then he's just chilling. And yo, this guy, he was like, I think he was an albino, like Asian, right? Which is rare in all races, you know. This dude looked like the bad guy from Rush Hour, yo. Like, is it Rush Hour? Juntao. Yeah, I think that's from Rush Hour, man. This dude looked like that guy, and he was like rapping. I wasn't listening to him though. He was listening to music. He was like rapping. He rapped to me, and he rapped to people. You know, he was having a good time though. You know, in his FDNY jacket. At first, I thought it was like a firefighter or something, and then I looked and I was like, man, yeah, that's, I don't know, maybe he's a mascot or something, but he was just like, so another story, there was this lady, okay, first of all, she was shoving everybody out of her way in the car. She was going from car to car. She ended up on my car. It was packed, all right? I mean, wall to wall like sardines. This lady's shoving people. She's got a broken arm, got a cast on, dressed like Where's Waldo, bro, okay? Had glasses, red stripes, white stripes, with the beanie. I don't think she was wearing the right color pants. I think it was green. And she had a cast, and she was carrying a bag full of stuff. So she was like shoving. She was shoving people, and people were like getting upset. You know, they were like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Because it's like your immediate reaction when somebody shoves you on a crowded train is to kind of be pissed. But then this lady was, you know, was hurt. You know what I mean? So you're kind of like, I guess it's okay. You know what I mean? And I don't know why she was going from car to car, man. I don't understand. And she was really rude, yo. You know, kind of like, get the fuck out of the way, like that and shit, with like one arm, like, get the fuck. And then when she gets to the end of the car to go to the next one, she like has to put down her bag, and then she has to like use the other arm, the good arm, to open the door. And these doors don't stay open, they keep sliding in, right? So she goes like this and then use like her shoulder. And then, dude, I'm thinking like, should I help this lady? Because what if she falls into the tracks, bro? Because the train cars, when you're in between them, you're trying to cross, they go like this. And first of all, I don't even know why they allow those doors to be open. Maybe because the conductor can go from car to car. They go like that, bro. You know, luckily nothing happened to this lady, man. And normally I would help a person like that, but she was so rude, bro. I was like, you know, this is your grave and you're digging that. You know what I mean? So I was coming home from work, and there was this old white dude, all right, in like a sort of, not an army fatigue, kind of like an army-esque, army surplus type jacket. And this dude, man, yo, he was just dropping racial slurs, bro, at everybody. So I was waiting for the 4 train, which is on this side. Imagine I'm like This is this track right here. This is me. All right. This guy was on the other side in another train, the 6th side, and he's just cursing, dropping N-bombs, dropping F-bombs, and I don't mean the word fuck, bro. The other F-bomb. Just at everyone coming like across him, like yelling. And this is a tall dude. He was maybe like 6'3" or something like that. Just dropping them slurs, And I didn't take my earbuds out fast enough to hear exactly what he was saying, because to make this segment more authentic, I feel like I have to listen to it. Normally what I do is I just block all of it out and I just kind of avoid him, or I go to the next car or whatever. But for you guys, I gotta get the inside scoop, man. I gotta get the scoop, dude. So I took my earbuds off, but he kind of like wasn't cursing anymore. This guy was in a train already, the 6th train. My train comes in and he follows right behind me, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in and I get out and I go into the other car, and the guy stayed in that car. I'm not gonna stay with that crazy person, yo. You know what I mean? This is just New York City. This is what you gotta expect on the train. The last thing I have on Subway stories, man, there's a lot of Subway stories this time. There was this guy just drinking on you dudes right now. There's a guy in suede blazer. That's what it says. He had a suede blazer, baseball cap, dirty ass shoes, right? And a skateboard. Okay? And pretty fresh looking white dude, man. Had like long hair. He looked pretty well kept up here, but the rest of his clothes were just haggard, bro. Haggard, like this guy may be homeless or something. And he had earbuds on, like the Apple ones that come free. And he was listening to something. He was kind of like feeling it. He was feeling it, bro. He was like, and he had this skateboard, and he was like showing people he was feeling it too. He wasn't like getting in people's faces, but he was like, yeah, hey man, he was doing that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this guy homeless? And he was a pretty, good looking dude. Like some girls like were coming in, cause there's some fine girls that ride this J train on the way to Brooklyn, man. Like my area where I worked, so many fly girls. Shout out to Kelly though, you know what I'm saying? I'm a one woman man, but just being honest here, bro. But anyway, like girls were coming in and they didn't know. It was so funny. They didn't know whether to like be repulsed by this guy or like be attracted to him, because he was a tall, like good looking dude, but his clothes were just haggard, bro. And then that's when my mind just starts spinning. Starts, coming up with stories on like, man, I wonder what happened to this guy. Is he a homeless guy with a crazy story? Did he just get all those clothes from like a drive or something like that, But then I had a thought too, and I was like, yo, this guy could just be a hipster, like tech startup guy, and could actually be a millionaire, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's the world we live in today, man. Because, he looked pretty well kept up here, but man, his clothes were messed up. The suede blazer looked expensive, but it was like dirty as fuck. It had like spots on it. His pants had like paint. His shoes, I was thinking like, oh, maybe they're like those vegan shoes that, just like look funny, but no, they were dirty, man, and he had the cap, and then he had a skateboard, but obviously he had like a phone or an iPod or something because he was listening to music. It was just a strange occurrence for me, man. That was like, and he gave me a look too. He was like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, he gave me the nod, like he was feeling in his morning. That's so hilarious, yo. Right? Only in NYC, man. A couple of closing stuff now. I'm going to give you guys some recommendations in what I'm watching. I'm watching this anime called No Guns Life. Okay? Just think about that. The anime is called No Guns Life. You know what the main character is? This dude, brief backstory. There was a war. People augmented their bodies. This is kind of like futuristic, almost cyberpunk, but steampunky kind of almost, future, right? And there was a war, and people augmented their bodies, and the augmented people were called extended, right? So the main character is an overextended. That's what they call him, because he got like full augmentation, and his freaking head is a gun. Literally a gun with like the grip and the trigger in the back, and somebody could pull the trigger of his face, bro. The anime is so crazy. This guy, so the main character is really funny. He's a badass right away. That's my favorite kind of show to watch, where the main character is a badass right away. Especially in anime, I hate it. I do watch shows like this where like the main character is like, oh man, I'm a wimp. I need to get stronger to fight the bad guy. I kind of hate that, honestly. Okay, I kind of hate that. But this guy's a badass right away. And it's so funny. He was chasing down a bad guy. He got shot. He falls out the cliff into some water and like passes out. When he wakes up, he's all like, oh shit, no, I'm gonna rust. And he like, you know how like in a revolver, you could put the bullet chamber or whatever it's called. He puts it to the side. He starts cleaning his face, dude. It's like a gun. And this guy goes to the barber shop to get his face cleaned. Like you see the barber, he's like using a towel to go in between the chambers, and like he's using like tools to clean him, and they're like having barbershop talk. It's a pretty cool anime. It's on Hulu right now. It's a detective story, which I love, man. He's got the beige trench coat. You know, he smokes cigarettes a lot, and the cigarettes have a lot to do with helping him feel better with his body, actually, because it has like very powerful, I guess, narcotics in it to help extended people deal with the load on their bodies. It's a cool one, man. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think I'm up to episode maybe 9 right now, so I'm gonna finish it soon. And yeah, if that sounds interesting to you guys, check it out. It's on Hulu. I think if you don't have premium, you could still watch it, but it's with commercials. Yo, it's a good one. No Guns Life. I really enjoyed that. Oh, and the two other characters in it is like a young kid that uses a skill called Harmony to control other extendeds, and this doctor chick that wears shorts way too short and has like a lip piercing, and I think something's gonna go on. What I like about the main character is he's like this tough ass dude, all right, and everyone knows it. People are scared of him, first of all, because dude has a gun on his as a face, you know, like he spins the thing, man. And you know, he does get like kind of shy around women though, so his face changes to like this silly thing. Kind of reminds me of Alphonse in Full Metal Alchemist, and I'll splice some video and content here to show you guys what that is if you don't know. I'm still watching Vinland Saga, episode 19 and 20. I got caught up. It's getting really good. This weak ass prince named Canute has become like sort of developed his leadership roles, and like Thorkel, the crazy dude with the missing finger, Thorfinn, Askeladd or whatever his name is, the commander guy, they're all working for Prince Canute now, and they're gonna try to overthrow the king of the Danes, which is like trying to kill Canute, and things are getting crazy. Don't want to spoil too much. Not a lot of fighting in the last 2 episodes, but it's really good. Thorfinn learns about his dad from Thorkel, and people are like, what is Ray talking about? I'm Head Out is always gonna have recommendations for me of what I'm doing. Subway stories, of course, which Zach told me I love your Subway stories. I'm gonna try to make these better, by the way. I'm gonna do better reporting on the Subway stories, you know, get a little more deets. What else did I check out? JT's Knife Life posted on his stories, shout out to JT, about a show called Electric Dreams. And I've seen this show before. I recall some episodes, like the episode 1 was about, going into virtual reality kind of, but it was like super real. The second one, which I saw before I recorded this, was the Autofac episode, and it's kind of like the humans, everyone on Earth like had a giant war, and everyone, the human race is almost obliterated, and a company like Amazon, who sends out like drones to deliver to people, is like still doing their job. So it's like the world is ruled by Amazon. It's kind of like Electric Dreams is kind of like Black Mirror, that show on Netflix. If you enjoy that, you're probably gonna like Electric Dreams. Electric Dreams has like some big stars in it too, yo. Bill Buscemi, I think, is that his name? The dude from Armageddon, you know who I'm talking about. He was in one. Pretty cool though. So shout out to JT for reminding me of that. And the last thing I got on here is Watchmen. What is happening right now in Watchmen, yo? It is so crazy. Ozymandias is in a trial. Oh, this is spoiler, okay? Every time I'm gonna head out, spoiler, all right? If you can check out here, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about the stuff. Sister Night takes the nostalgia pills to get like the memories of her grandfather. And, one of the coolest sort of characters that I like is that Vietnamese chick called Madame True in The Watchmen. And she's just like a Jeff Bezos type character, like a trillionaire apparently, building this clock, bro, called the Millennium Clock, man. And I wonder if it has anything to do with the Doomsday Clock saga in DC right now. Yeah. And apparently Dr. Manhattan, that blue dude in the Watchmen universe, is on Earth, man. Not gonna say too much more on that, but if you haven't been checking out Watchmen, you should. Let's get into some closing stuff now, since I'm at about 52 minutes. And yeah, man, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to my stuff. I've been feeling really good about creating content for everything. People have been really supportive. I love these podcasts. Like I said, Mr. Oldman probably going to be on next week, so that'll release on the week after then, I guess, right? Man, I'm starting to lose track, yo. I'm starting to lose track, man, of like which stuff is coming out, because like I've got so much stuff uploaded already. I just release it whenever. Not a lot of knife stuff in this one, I think. So for you guys that are watching or listening to this podcast with the knives, I do have stuff coming in. I've got the Mordax coming in with some rings that were sent to us from Groove Rings. So I'm going to be looking at that, and I'll be doing the unboxings for those. I am going to get going now, though, because I got to go to work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, have a good week, dudes. Have a good coming week. Have a great weekend. And yo, man, I love all of you. This is your boy in the NYC. It's me, Ray. And this is the EDCCP. Saying peace. Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.